Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, and I am back for another Low Vision Spotlight game video. This time we are taking a look at a game called Karate Kid Street Rumble. This is a beat 'em up that came out a little while ago. I didn't get it at launch because I was hearing some mixed reviews, that it was a decent beat 'em up, but it wasn't, really all that great. It was pretty short. I caught it on sale recently, and so I'm like, I get that beat 'em ups are, just by their very nature, can be a little bit repetitive, but I like the source material. It looked fun enough, and even prior to this video, I beat it. I played through it with Daniel LaRusso already, and we're just going to go in here. And we do have a couple save slots here. And we're just going to go back in here. And so we have a story mode. We have... Okay, so you got other modes. You got extra content. How to play. Settings. Kind of your typical, almost something you could see on, Xbox Live Arcade. Menu is decently large on the main menu here anyway. The selection is not too bad to see. That's good. It's got the highlight around it. Now, when I do go into the story and I see we have 4-player co-op, I think this might only be local. So you might have to do the remote play thingy, but you can play a lot of different characters. You got Daniel LaRusso, you got Mr. Miyagi, and again, look at this cartoony art style. It's not realistic or anything like that. Ali, we have Kamiko, and then back to Daniel. So we'll just be Daniel again, just because I'm familiar with him, and I don't know if you have to start over. Oh wait, what? Oh, okay, so this is the first level. So yeah, you get these little animated cutscene things. They're not really animated. They're just kind of they're cool art style. A little station wagon there. It is not voiced though. I get the fact that Cobra Kai is a big thing now, and the cost to probably hire what's his name? William Zabka, John DiMaggio? No. I can't remember the voice actor for Daniel. Ralph Macchio. There we go. But some of the voice cast, I'm sure they probably would have been willing to do it, but, I get the cost and everything. So admittedly, I haven't really been paying attention to the story. And this game follows pretty much it does take some liberties for sure, but it does follow roughly the first 3 Karate Kid movies. So you get these little text boxes, and it's not like River City Ransom or anything. It is a straightforward belt scroller, basically. Go left or right. Sometimes you go diagonally up or down, but really that's about it. You can use the D-pad or the analog stick to move, and I've got a few different attacks and such, so... Oh wow, these guys are just going to get creamed, because I'm leveled up in it. Yeah! So this is going to be just, hopefully, a cakewalk. And I would say that the first time through the game, I did die, especially in the later levels. They got a lot of dudes, and they have a lot more advanced attacks, and so you will get overwhelmed from time to time. But so I got some grabs. I got a punch, a kick. You do a little bit of juggling on them, and that's kind of really what I did. And then you have this special attack that you can use with your right bumper, which I will use here pretty soon. But especially the first few levels, like when you're in Karate Kid 1, I got through that pretty easily. Once you start getting to Karate Kid 2 and you're in Japan, that's sort of where things picked up a little bit. I didn't get a game over, like a continue or anything like that, but I did lose a couple lives. As I said, the enemies do get a lot harder. This is pretty chill, honestly, right now. So trust me, the game does get harder. And I am leveled up a little bit, because there are mini-games and such, which some of them were okay. I mean, I appreciate the fact that they tried to... I appreciate that they tried to mix things up a little bit, you know, so it's not just, oh, another beat-em-up level. But honestly, mini games, I really didn't care. You know, there was things where you were working with Mr. Miyagi. There's ones where you were, let's see, what was there? There's like when you're on the little, what do you call them? Where they're standing on the tree trunk things or whatever, and like doing the poses and stuff in the shadows. Like there's that one. There's probably a good, I don't know, 3, 4, half a dozen mini games, and you can play them. Like they say, once you start unlocking them, you can go to the main menu and just play them if you want to. But they're pretty forgettable. Honestly, I really have no desire to go back and play them again. I'm here for the beat 'em ups, man. I'm here for punching and kicking dudes in the face. That's what we're here to do. See, it's not letting me do the thing yet. Okay, now I can. No? Yeah, so I can do my little whoosh attack. And if you have a whole bunch of people right around you or in front of you, you can just clean house really fast, especially in these early levels. And unfortunately, depending on what's going on my Elite controller, I'm kind of sad because my right bumper the last couple weeks, months have gotten to be a little bit unresponsive. You kind of have to hit it just right, so it doesn't always respond when I want it to. And I love my Elite controller, my Elite 2 controller. I wish I could swap that out as easy as I could the D-pad and analog sticks, but so you can break some things. There's benches, there's boxes, there's a few different things that you can break. But again, it's very straightforward. The combat itself, it feels pretty good. You know, it's, again, it's a little repetitive, but it moves at a pretty good zip. You know, I can double tap and run, so that's good. The one thing, especially later on when you have multiple, like a whole bunch of dudes, is, so these guys, these big fat dudes, they take a ton of damage, so I just try to lay into them with my special attack here. There we go. But the thing that I don't really like sometimes is that, you know, it kind of, I don't know if it kind of cues or buffers up your attacks a little bit, and sometimes I find that you're going to be surrounded quite a bit. You know, guys on your left, guys on your right, and sometimes switching left to right or vice versa just does not happen either quickly enough, or it just doesn't register those inputs. And so I'll just be like punching and kicking when I try to hit a direction on my, because I like to play with the D-pad just because I can go more straight on a line. That way I'm lined up with the dudes more. So now we're going down some steps. You got some diagonals, but that's what it is. You go forward and you go diagonal. That's really what the levels are. Of course, there are bosses. There are mini bosses. You fight Chosen. You fight Terry Silver. You fight, you know, Johnny. Excuse me. You know, you just fight a whole bunch of people from the series, and you know, the first 3 movies and such. So if you like, see, look at this, I got surrounded and I just unleashed on all of them, and you can do little drop kicks on them like that. There we go. Little aerial attacks, there we go. He's dead. Oh, this guy. You want some of this? Yeah, see, I was trying to go to the right and kill that guy, but I was kicking instead. You're gonna wish you hadn't done that, sir. There we go. There, eat it. Well, I didn't mean to do it twice, but that was a waste of resources. Ah, the bikers, yes. Guts to go down to the beach. Actually, I think... the beach... okay, yeah. Yep, so now we got a... this shouldn't be too bad. We got a... come on now. Pacha. I'm hurting them. Suck it! Oh, missed. It's all about that timing. Gotta knock him off his bike. Like that. You see the meter down there. I like the little yellow little part there because it's easier to tell than just the black. Wow! I was gonna say I just annihilated him. There we go. Oh, did I do that the wrong way? Yeah, dude, you're just keel over and die for me, would you? You're just, don't embarrass yourself. See? Okay. Oh yeah, and so the other thing you get is there are optional objectives that you can do. You know, like, oh, kill somebody with heavy attacks or light attacks or drop kicks or whatever, and you get check marks and stuff for them. So let's go. I don't know. We'll just, you see the list down there on the left-hand side. So I've unlocked them. We're gonna go in a few ways. I don't even know what. I'm not even reading it. Oh, okay. Here we go. So here's a So I'm not even sure how this one works, to be honest with you. I probably should have read the thing, but yeah, I don't even care. They're just little training mini games, like. Yeah, whoops, there's a good. Yeah, obviously you won because I just really didn't care. We'll do the next one. This one's an actual level, I think. Okay. I think this is in Japan? Like I said, I didn't even read the levels. I just went about halfway down just to... that way you'll see some harder fights. I won't be just annihilating everybody. Okay, that guy's dead. I like to kill the bigginses pretty quickly if I can. There we go. Do a little juggle. There we go. There. Oh, now we're talking. Do a little air attack. Oh, dang it. I was going to throw him to the right. Yeah. I'm killing dudes way quicker than I was before. I'm trying to remember what the hell level this was. It might be toward the end of Karate Kid 1. And you do go, it's kind of funny, like you go into the tournaments and so there'll be like little like squares, but you're not fighting one guy, you're still fighting hordes and hordes of dudes. But you're fighting on these different mats and stuff. And even at the end, like the Karate Kid 3, you see the little like red fist and the red and white fist mat and everything. So I mean, like I said, it diverts from the movies. There's a couple weird levels that I'm not going to spoil. One in particular, I'm like, what the hell is this? But, jeez, there we go. Eat it. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun beat 'em up, especially. Would I pay like $30 for it? No, probably. I'm glad I got it on sale. I'm not saying that it's not worth money, which it totally is, and especially if you like these kind of beat 'em up games. There we go. Get out of my face. There we go. But you know, this is something I could say like $20 would be fair. You know, 10, $20. You have, like I said, you have multiple characters that you can play as. They play differently, so you know, there's that. I'm assuming there's probably other difficulty levels. I haven't really paid much attention to that, but I just played it at whatever the default was. I didn't go into easy mode or anything like that, and again, I didn't find the default difficulty all that difficult. I did get a little overwhelmed toward the end, but I still made it without too much trouble. Here, let's zoink those out of the way. There we go. There. No, hey. No, there we go. Yeah. I'm probably way over leveled for this too, but there's still they're putting up more of a fight than they were in the beginning. Okay, you know what? You guys need to back off. You know, this big dude up here. Just... Yes, thank you. And some of these levels can be really long. There's a couple that are fairly short, but a lot of them are quite long. I mean, they go on for a good, you know, and if I'm killing a lot of enemies, like there's ones that go on at least well over 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe. And sometimes in addition to like your fighting, there'll be like a timer. Like there's one early on where like the skeletons, you know, like the guys dressed up in skeleton suits, you have like a timer and then they just ambush you, and then there's sections where there'll be some sort of a barrier, and there'll be like, it's almost just like a boss meter, and oh crap, I wasted that. He was already dead. Oh, okay, right here. So yeah, I have to break this. Wow, coincidental timing there, ladies and gentlemen. I totally didn't even plan that. I mean, yes, I totally planned that. That's exactly what I meant to do, yes, because of course it is. But, yeah, I just wail on this barrier a little bit here. Take out a dude when he gets near me. Get out of my way. Juggle. There we go. Would you get out of my way, sir? Okay, now we got some big guys. Yep, it's almost dead here. There we go, and it's gone. And so there you go, we got our barrier that we got rid of. That happens maybe 2-3 times in the game that I remember. There's different, like where there's garage doors or something else that you'll bash down. I mean, really, there's not a hell of a lot else to say. There's not much else to say about this game. I mean, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly serviceable beat 'em up. I like it a hell of a lot better than I did that Cobra Kai 2 game. I really enjoyed the first Cobra Kai, The Saga Continues. That was a fun one. I covered that on the channel. I don't even think I covered Cobra Kai 2, because that one went more of like a 3D... almost like what was it, like Fighting Force, or there was another one on like the Dreamcast, N64. There was a series. It wasn't just left to right, but it was, like you said, a lot more 3D. And those weren't as good, but like, oh, I did not. I loved the first game, but this second Cobra Kai game was, I don't even think I got past like the first level or two. I'm like, this is kind of garbage. I should go back and give it a shot. Maybe they've patched it or something, but ugh, I did not like that game at all when I first tried it when it came out. I'm like, oh, well, they made the first one. I'll buy the second one, because, like, if the first one was that good, they got to just improve on that, right? Not so much. Not so much. You know, and they have a decent visual, cartoony style, but I wish there was a little more audio personality. The music is largely forgettable. It's fine. You got your little rocking guitars and whatever, but other than maybe one or two songs, I don't remember any of the soundtrack. You know, it's largely forgettable. It's not bad. It's fine when you're playing. It's just I don't really remember any of it. But you know, I said this for the G.I. Joe game demo. Like, I have not bought that one yet because that hasn't gone on sale. But like, that one, they should have had so much personality with all the G.I. Joe characters and stuff in there. And to me, even if you didn't use the same voice actors, just like give your thugs, you know, have them say stuff. Like occasionally you'll hear a grunt or some like one or two word phrase dialogue or something, but very, very, very rarely. And so I wish, like, again, since these games are sort of repetitive by their nature, you got to do things, whether it's unique mechanics or the personality, the story, you know, whatever it is. And I think, you know, like the game, again, it's serviceable, it's fine. Like, I enjoyed playing through it. Some of the levels are, like, this level is pretty damn long. But, like, I feel like they should have a little more personality. I mean, this is Karate Kid, man. It's a pretty iconic thing. Oh, okay, so is this... I'm trying to remember who the boss of this one is. This level. Beat up that guy so we can get... There we go, bounce him into the wall. Get away from me, sir. Yeah, see how you like them apples. Kick your ass, boy. All he is. And they do have that, you know, they do make a sound when you kill them. It's pretty subtle, but like you can hear it, so like it's nice to know when they're dead. I mean, of course they do the blinking thing when they're dead too, but especially when there's so many dudes. Yeah, okay. So, oh yeah, the Cobra Kai. Well, who do we have here, Mr. John Kreese? Okay, you want me to whoop your ass? Alrighty then. Time to whoop up on Mr. Kreese. At least on the default difficult. Okay, well, on the default difficulty, you can kind of just wail on them. Like, they will get some pot shots in on you, but like, if you get kind of behind them, especially, they kind of just stand there for a while. And the bosses are really not as threatening for the most part. There's a couple of them that are tough. But a lot of them, you can kind of just whoop ass on them, and then I don't have my special ability yet. Doesn't seem like I do. There we go. Let's just suck it, Kreese. And there we go. I mean, honestly, you know, I could start another level, but really, there's not a lot else to say. If you like the Karate Kid, you want just a mindless beat 'em up to play through, you could do worse. You know, I mean, like I said, it's a hell of a lot better than the second Cobra Kai game, from what I remember. Okay, so I got 2 of the 3 objectives there. But yeah, you got multiple characters, you got your mini games. I wish that the text in these little cards was a little bit bigger, because some of that is a little bit harder to read. The stuff on the left isn't too bad. It's, you know, again, it's easy to tell which one is being highlighted, but you see how it goes on the map there. You see But you know, so you get the Japan levels, you got your Karate Kid 3 type levels down here. But yeah, that is a little bit of Cobra Kai Street Rumble. It is available on pretty much any modern platform of choice, so you can pick it up wherever. I'm playing the Steam version here. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, twitch.tv/illegally-cited, illegally-cited.com, right here on YouTube. And I can't wait for the final couple sections of Cobra Kai, the series. It's going to be so sad when that ends, but ooh, I just hope it ends on a strong note, because God, I love that series. Anyway, we'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until next time, I will chat with you guys all later.